All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Sorry, I had to get some new headphones. I got set up, and so let me make sure this is muted. Let me test it. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, so hope everyone had a good holiday. Watching MRIN, ACB, TEVA, AMD, ADIL, NBEV, UXIN. I posted the link. I see some stuff moving. You know, it's kind of a weird day. We had a lot of the cannabis stocks rebounded yesterday, or rebounded. What was that? Monday, and you know, today's the day after Christmas, and so we'll see what we get here. I don't know how much volume we're going to have today, but we did have a few rebounds yesterday, specifically within the cannabis, or Monday within the cannabis sector, and so we'll see what we get today. What's up, John? Oh, yeah, man, I'm happy to be home, brother. What we did, like my wife and I, we went to Louisiana for a wedding without my kids, and we drove there. So we drove like 5-6 hours, and then we drove back, and then we picked up our kids, and then drove back to Louisiana. So another 5 or 6 hours there and back. And so now we're just tired of driving, man. We just don't want to drive anymore. What's up, John, and Jono? Man, that was kind of hard to say. Sean, John, and Jono. But yeah, what's up, guys? Good morning. To you as well, pun. To you as well, man. Me, oh, I don't think Mitch is gonna be here today. What's up, Sean? Good morning, man. James, Bamboo, Netron, Foy, Eric. What's up, man? All right, but yeah, I'm watching TEVA gapping up. This is the one Mitch traded, I think, Monday. NBEV, kind of, like I said, kind of a weird move. You know, went up, back down. Monday it went all the way up to about 530. It looks like maybe 532, 533, and then it came all the way back down to like 470. Now it's back up to 5. We have ROKU gapping up some from 27.17 up to 28.90. We have ADIL, which ran some pretty big range, closed at 495, sitting at 522, but just Monday, this thing opened up, it looks like at about 380, 370, 380. It's at 522 now, so a pretty big move. UXIN gapping up a small amount as well, but ran up some on Friday too. NIO gapping some. So we had some rebounds Monday. We'll see what we get today. AMD. I'm gonna go with like 300 shares. Susanna maybe 400. Some. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to use bigger sizing. You know, my account kind of got hit because you know, like what happened was like I started this account. I had a bunch of green months, and then when I decided to use bigger sizing, I haven't been trading as well, and so I don't know if I was just unlucky to where I tried to move up in sizing, and that's the week that didn't go well. Or maybe the bigger sizing is affecting my trading. I don't know. But I know what I need to do, though, and that's just stick to the bigger sizing. No matter what happens, like I just need to stick to the bigger sizing and get comfortable with it so I can kind of move on past small sizing. Yeah, that's kind of the next step. Sean, I mean, I just disagree with you, man. But I mean, if you don't like them, no stress. But yeah, I mean, I've never heard of anybody not getting paid out. You're like literally the first one. All right, buddy. Hold on 1 second, okay? Sorry, my son's yelling at me. Yeah, I think Casey got paid in like 9 days from TradeNet. I think he put in the request on the 10th, and then yeah, I don't know, man. You're gonna have to reach out to them. Like I said, I don't work for them or anything like that. You know, like I'm just saying what I've heard. Like I'm just saying that I've never heard of anybody not getting paid out. And I feel like if people didn't get paid out, we would hear more of them. And this is the first time I've ever heard anybody say that. You know. Yeah, I mean there could be a few different reasons, but there could be a few different reasons, but I mean I'll be real with you. It sounds a little strange that all four of your friends all were profitable and all requested money to be paid out and then didn't get money. You know, it just sounds. Listen, I'm not saying you are, but we get a lot of people in here that just kind of want to stir up drama, and I'm not trying to be that way, you know. And if you're telling the truth, just reach out to them. Like I said, I don't work for them. I really don't know, man. But moving on. But yeah, I'm looking at ACB, AMD, TEVA, maybe NBEV, although I don't like NBEV as much. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm at, Peter. Um, yeah, I don't know either, Blade. That's why I'm just trying to like I kind of have my hands up, like I don't know, man. You know, like I said, I don't work for them. You know, like I've never heard of anybody not paying out though, and I feel like if they didn't pay people, we would hear a lot more about it. You know, right? I mean, I get that, Sean. What I'm saying though is that if if they didn't pay people, we would hear about it. You know what I mean? Like people would be like, they didn't pay me, they didn't pay me, and that's not what people say about them. Like people can say they're a scam and that they take the other side of your trade. Usually, it's just traders that are upset with losing money, and so they kind of just look for somebody to blame, and a lot of time that's their broker. But if they really didn't pay people, we would hear more about it. And so it kind of sounds like, to be real, it just kind of sounds like you're just trying to start drama, you know. I kind of side with Peter. But like I said, I'm just gonna move on. You know, I'm not trying to start drama. It's the first full trading day in like 4 days. So, oh no, I'm looking at MRIN. If that's what you're talking about, Mark. Yeah, I'm looking at ROKU as well. Yeah, I have him on my other screen. I think I had him on my watch list. It's just a little strange, like all the way up to 12, back down to under 8. You know, just seems a little weird. Yeah, but it came all the way back down. Like, look at this move on what was this? This must have been Monday. All the way up to 12, back down to under 8, back down to like 730. It's just a weird move, you know, big range. And so we'll see. I'm definitely watching it, but who knows what this thing's gonna do today? Yeah, hold on, bud. Here, let me go get your mom. Hold on, my son's yelling at me. Like I said, I don't know. I think that right. I think you're just trying to start drama, John. I think you already don't like TradeNet, and now you're just kind of saying whatever you can to make them look bad. It's kind of what it seems like. I think most people in the stream already have kind of figured that out too. And if not, man, if you really have problems with them, reach out to them. I don't know. What coming here starting drama is getting. So it just seems like you're kind of desperate to start drama. But I'm not going to sit here and take up the stream's time and argue about it. If you don't like them, that's that's your thing, man. It has nothing to do with me. Reach out to them if you have problems with them. I don't know. What's up, Dex? Good morning, man. Yeah, sorry, my son's here. My son's off of school, and so I had to go deal with him for a second. Man, yesterday I was running on 0 sleep, man. We had to do the whole Santa thing. 0 sleep. But yeah, I'm looking at some of these. Like, a lot of stocks rebounded on Monday. ACB. TVIX looks okay. TVIX is just based off of the market volatility. KALA. I mean, it moves some on Monday. It's just pretty low volume for me. Like, usually, I look for a little bit better volume than this, but it's up some. Who knows? It rebounded with most of the other stocks. What's up, the best? Good morning, man. Yeah, hold on. All right. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what CALA or KALA does. It just doesn't have that much volume. Sounds like a good catalyst. Um, do I prefer CFDs or equities? I mean, it all depends. Like, I probably prefer, to be honest, trading CFDs more than equities. I think the fills are probably better. At least they were. I think the fills are probably better with CFDs. But at the same time, there are benefits to using equities as well. It all just depends. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, the volume's going to be low this week. With Christmas being yesterday, there's not going to be much volume today. It's going to be kind of like Monday. But yeah, like with CFDs, it's just kind of better fills for the most part, at least for me. I'm sure when I move up in sizing with all the stuff that TradeNet changed, that my fills may be a little bit worse. But at this point, I've been enjoying using CFDs more. And I'm actually a little worried when I do switch over to regular equities, just because it's not going to be the same, you know. Specifically with like the spread fills and stuff like that, it's just going to be a little different, and I might have to get used to that. But yeah, I'm looking at NIO as well, AKS. Yeah, the SPY is up. I mean, it rebounded some originally on Monday, and then it just tanked the rest of the day. Probably for the government shutdown. Right. I don't know, man. I don't know if they're going to get better or not. You know, like Jean is saying that I'm just a mindless like referral person, basically, that I just trick people into using TradeNet when really I don't. You guys know me, man. Like I sit there and I tell people the truth, you know? Like my biggest flaw isn't with like payouts with TradeNet. My biggest flaw is just that certain stocks are not tradable. You know, like that's easily the biggest thing that I have a problem with on TradeNet. I think TradeNet's a decent option, specifically if you're a new trader looking for, you know, trying to learn trading. I think TradeNet's a good option for that. And all I can really say is my experience. And I always say, though, maybe I'm biased because I post links. And so, you know, I don't know. But I know that the fills are decent on there, at least for me. And I think it's good suited for new traders specifically. I don't know if experienced traders who may be using like 2,000 and 3,000 shares. I think on TradeNet the commissions are going to be pretty high for experienced traders using that higher share size. And I also think that certain stocks aren't tradable, and that's another pet peeve of mine. That's probably the biggest flaw I have with them. But each broker has its pros and cons, and TradeNet is definitely included in that. Like TradeNet has its pros and cons, as does SureTrader and everything else. You know. No, I haven't had a TradeNet payout. No, these are from Trade Ideas. Yeah, no, I mean, Sean, that's kind of what I heard too. Sean said I've gotten paid out, no issues whatsoever. It took like 12 days. Yeah, Casey said he got his in like 9, you know. And so, I mean, like I said, it's not like I work with them. Like, if anybody has problems, they need to reach out to them because I have no idea. WLL popping up on my scanners here. But yeah, I think most of the haters that come out here are usually like, they're either, my guess is that they are trying to do their own streams, you know, at the same time I am. And so it's like they get mad that, you know, in the mornings most people go to my streams. And so they're just trying to kind of make it unenjoyable here. That or, you know, maybe they're with a competing broker. You know, most of the people that talk bad about TradeNet are usually the ones promoting the competing brokers, you know, like SureTrader, SpeedTrader, and stuff like that. And so it's kind of easy to see why it happens, but some people still get caught up in all the drama and just, you know, pick sides. I'm looking at AMD as well, but AMD was so choppy on Monday. What's up, Abe? Abby. What's up, man? But yeah, AMD still looks choppy. Yo, yo. What's up, Jason? Yeah, I don't think Mitch is going to be here today. I think Mitch is working. What's up, man? It was good, man. It was good, bro. It wasn't good, man. What happened? Like, it's kind of crazy story, but my daughter has like this rash on her leg, and so we actually had to bring her to the hospital because she had a rash on her leg, and apparently it was shingles on a 9-year-old, and so now she's at my mother-in-law's house, and she had to stay there last night, and we had to kind of quarantine her from like my son and everybody else. It was kind of a fiasco on Christmas, man. I can only laugh about it now, but I feel bad for her, you know. That's right, John Doe. Stick with the best, brother. Stick with the best. Yeah, man. Scary. And the thing about it is like I've never had chicken pox, I don't think. And so if I did get it from her, I would get chicken pox. And so I'm not really looking forward to that if I do get chicken pox. That's going to suck, you know. But definitely some rough news to find out on Christmas Day. But aside from that, like, it was a good morning, man. They woke up, they opened their stuff, they were happy. And we found that out, you know, about like noon that happened. And so not the best news for Christmas Day, you know. Well, they say like to get shingles, you have to have had chicken pox, and like we took her to the doctor, and that's what the doctor diagnosed her with, and so it's like she had her chicken pox vaccine, and so I think that I don't know how that happens, but the doctor did diagnose it as that. Kind of sucks for Christmas Day. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, she'll get better. Usually, the doctor said like cases in kids are usually pretty mild, and so you know we just separated her because we have a 4-year-old, you know. And so, like, we just separated them, and it'll get better within a few days. Yeah, man, Santa bought me some new Bose headphones. You know, I'm kind of bummed out Mitch isn't here because I really don't get to use them. I have them on right now, but I don't think I really have any purpose in having headphones on. Yeah, that's what I heard, Peter, is that it's really rough for adults, not bad for kids. Like, they usually say with kids, symptoms are pretty mild, uh, but with adults, it sucks. So, I'm just hoping. I'll probably get chicken pox, though, the doctor said. Like, the doctor said if I do catch it from her, it'll be chicken pox, which is going to suck, you know? What's up, Frank? Good morning, man. But yeah, just be careful today, guys. Kind of a slow, dull day. We got AMD starting to spike up some here. You can see this move up from 1665 to 1695. We also have TEVA gapping up some. Kind of choppy Monday, though. NBEV with that weird move. Now it's gapping up to 505. We have, let's see, ROKU gapping. ADIL, which is a little bit lower volume. I don't know if I like this one as much. It's up a lot. We'll see. UXIN, big spike Monday before the close. Cron, NIO. So we got some stuff to watch. It's usually the same stocks I always watch, though. Is it glitching? I don't think so. I mean, let me check. Yeah, it says it's good. It says the quality's good. I don't know. It might just be you, Eric. Yeah, we'll see. I'm looking at NIO as well. Apple Bamboo. XOP. It looks like an ETF though. JD, yeah, JD was a interesting one Monday. Kind of evened out though. It's kind of evened out some. Where do I get all my scans? Two-faced. Trade ideas. These are trade idea scanners. I can shout them out real quick. Shout out to Trade Ideas. Let me use their scans. If you want to sign up for Trade Ideas, you can go through my link. But yeah, Trade Ideas is cool enough to let me use their scanners. So I do respect Trade Ideas, man. There's a link if anybody wants to check them out. But yeah, these are Trade Ideas scanners. Yeah, man, that's what I'm noticing. AMD's starting to spike here. It's up to 17. Yeah, ACB. It's another cannabis stock. I'm curious though, what's gonna happen today? How much volume we're really gonna get? It feels like Monday, but it's really Wednesday. Yeah, I don't think so either, really, man. John, oh, to be honest, I have no idea, man. I mean, I can look at the daily chart on AMD, try to take something out of it. I mean, it's right around it. Let's see, where's it at now? 1665. So it's right, yeah, it's right at that support level of like 16. And so, it's got some support there, like right around 16 here, 1620s maybe. And so that's the only thing I'm really kind of looking at is right here at about 1608. See if it finds some support there or not. If it does drop, if it pushes up, see what happens at $20. It's kind of looking for maybe 1750s. That's what I'm looking at, but no idea what AMD is going to do today. Amazon's up some. MU. But yeah, man, how about this market, man? Kind of a scary month in the market. Just some big drops here. Looking at the SPY on the daily chart. Look at this, man. Scary, scary. Yeah, man. Well, we've effectively retraced all the gains we made in this past year and more. This is the 3-year chart. We're down to levels that we were at. What is this? In March of 2017. March 2017 levels just about. So yeah, we've definitely retraced some in the overall market. Yeah. That's right, John. We'll see if we get some good shorts today. I don't know, though. I think Monday was just a rebound day. Yeah. I mean, all the gains it's made in the last year, really. I mean, the biggest drop was really, starting this month, like on the 18th, 17th, 18th is when it really started to tank here because it's dropped from 258 all the way down to 230s within a few weeks. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, Eric. I don't know, man. We'll see what we get. All right, but gonna watch AMD. Gonna see what the overall market's doing. Just probably keep an eye on the stocks I've been watching, which is like the cannabis plays, NBEV, Cron, CGC. We'll see what we get here. You know, we got about 4 minutes. I'll be back in like 1 minute. All right, I'm back. BILI starting to push up too. So we got kind of got AMD, BILI starting to run up some. The SPY's up in pre-market, I guess, right? SPY's up in pre. I mean, it's back up to 236. Still got a lot to go if it's going to rebound some today, but I'm leaning more towards a rebound day as well. But we'll see what we get here. Cron up. CHY pushing up. NUGT, which is a gold ETF, right? Oh, Mitch, man. Sorry, brother. Oh, cool. I'm actually excited, though, Mitch, if you're going to be here. Let me, I'll send it to you quick, because I got some new headphones I really wanted to test out. So I got you, bro. Here. I'm just glad to be home and streaming. I hate streaming at a hotel, and that's what I've been doing. And so I'm just glad to be home. Whoa. Alright, Mitch, I'm sending it now, bro. So it looks like we are going to get Mitch here today. He's going to grace us with his presence. Alright, Mitch, it's sent, brother. Okay, here, let me see. SFET. I doubt it is. Let's look it up. SFET. All right, we got 30 seconds though, guys. 30 seconds. Yeah, it's not tradable. If it shows up, if nothing shows up, it's not tradable. Like if you don't see anything here, it's not even in their system. And so yeah, it's not tradable. Oh man, what is that called? Is that called Trade Manager? Yeah. All right, there we go. Wait, let me detach it. There. All right, here's the bell coming up soon. Good luck, guys. All right, there's the bell. All right, there we go, Mitch.
What up?
Oh, wait. I don't know why it's playing. It's not on my headphones. Hold on, man. It should be on my headphones. Hold on. Oh, wait, I can change it. Hold on. Right.
Alright, I think I'll just chill out for the open.
All right,
Say volume mixer.
That's so weird, man. Hold on.
Alright, MU tanking at the open. MU taking at the open.
Everything else is showing up on my headphones except for you talking, Mitch. Weird. Hold on. Let me see if I can change this.
Let's see if it takes out this 29 here.
AMD pushing up, Tiva dropping, ADIL pushing up, NBEV pushing up.
Wheat stock's going up real quick.
Mitch, if you're talking, brother, sorry. I'm trying to get it to come out of my headphones, but it won't. Weird. Alright, I've turned you back on, Mitch. Man.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my old headphones. That sucks. Hold on.
Nah, don't stress it too much. I mean, I wasn't supposed to be here anyways.
No, you're good, man. I know y'all can hear him. He's coming out of my speakers, though, is the problem. Like, I know you guys can hear him, but he's coming out of my speakers. There you go.
CMU do a nice little crash there.
See, it's not even showing up on desktop audio, you talking. Weird, man.
There's the hit on MU. MU getting hit hard there.
AMD is, too. Look at AMD tank here.
Yep, that's the sector, brother. That's the sector.
How can y'all hear Mitch? Can y'all hear Mitch well? Does it work? Can y'all hear him? Is it clear? That's the big thing. AMD under the VWAP at 1680s. MICT getting hit here as well.
Be right back. 2 seconds.
Alright. If y'all could hear him, y'all could hear him. I mean, I'll leave it like this. Alright, we got MBEV spiking up here. Maybe bouncing off the VWAP some. We got ROKU running up some. Oh, sorry. Let me put the intraday scanners up, guys. Sorry about that. There we go. CHY popping up. Look at CHY start to go here. Here we go. I think I fixed it. Alright, Mitch, if you're there, brother, say something.
I'm back.
Yes,
I'm here.
I got it working. I got my headphones working. Alright, cool.
AMD looking interesting there. 990s off of 17.
Which one? AMD?
Yeah, I think we just missed it. Yeah, we just missed it. Nice.
I've been seeing it reject a lot more. Tiva kind of pulled back up to the
There you go. That was a nice one right there. You already could have got first profits there.
Oh, on AMD?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a beauty.
Tight wrist, too.
Yeah, not bad.
All right, we got Tiva fading off the VWAP, too. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, I don't like that drop, though. It's not big enough to chase, and it's too much on the down on the daily chart for me.
UXIN may start to run here. UXIN just broke the highs, and it's trying to test $9 again now. We'll see what happens. Kind of lower volume and bigger spread, so just be careful with that one. SPY is rebounding some today, at least thus far. We'll see what we get for the rest of the day. AMD pulling back up here. I mean, if AMD gets up to 1680s, I could effectively take a risk of like 1695 or so, maybe 1698. But really, if it breaks 1695, I would just want to get out. It just depends. Let's see. It's got a much bigger reward level now that it pushed that down. What's up, John O? I don't know if the Canadian market's closed today or not, really. Alright, AMD up to 1680. Like I said, if it gets up to 87 or so, I could set a risk of 95 for about an 8-cent risk. Canada closed. Okay, so the Canadian market is closed. Yeah, there goes UXIN. Like I said, it could start to run, and it did. Look at this big move. Broke the high of the day, that first red candle, or that first green candle. I'm watching AMD here. I don't know what I want to do with it. I still haven't decided. I guess I just got to look at the daily chart. That's the only thing that kind of worries me is the daily chart, because the daily chart looks like it could find some support where it's at here. Now, this low was down to 1620s. It's at 1680, so I guess it could effectively get down to there. But I don't really like the daily chart for AMD unless it breaks under these lows. I don't like it as much. Yeah, I never quite got up to the level I wanted either. AG's been pushing up this morning. I mean, I think it's closing at the normal time at 4.
Yeah, normal time today.
Yeah,
APHA really strong on the bull side. NIO strong on the bull side.
Yeah, look at MU here. MU looks kind of like a fade. I like it because it has that risk of like 29.09. So it's a pretty tight risk here. This could be your risk. I'm just not seeing it, so I think I'm a little late. Reward level could at least be down to 65. So I like the range on that one. The risk reward looks decent, especially with AMD dropping like it is. Maybe MU is going to follow suit here. I'm not in anything, Rand.
Yeah, I want to see it make a move to 29 first. I was thinking this 2890s for MU and risk up there, but I would like to get closer to 29.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It's just if it breaks 29, it's a little scary, and you could probably get squeezed out. But it's just about whether it's actually going to do it. I like the risk. The risk is tight. At the same time, though, it kind of looks strong here. We'll see how it acts at 29. I think it may at least test this 29.09, but it may not either. Who knows? It just looks like it might.
APHA looks like it's going to break 6 there, and boom. Man, easy pattern read there, guys. Up 1, down 1, up 2, down 2, up 3, hold. Whole dollar breakage. Looking great there on APHA.
I see that one.
Beautiful.
That one does look good.
Beautiful bull flag. Resistance is at 650. This is where I think APHA is going to head if it breaks out here. It's probably in that 650.
Look at NIO here. And see, this is what I said. Like I said, I think it'll probably test this high right here, which is actually pretty good confirmation in the risk for MU. It went right up to that level at 29.09 and then broke down. And so, beautiful test there. I think, who said they were in it? Dex. Yeah, man, that was a beautiful test. That's why, you always love to see confirmation. It's something that we always talk about in the classes that we do, but confirmation is beautiful here. Right up to that level, tests it, gets rejected, comes back down. Would have been a really nice trade, but like I said, didn't jump in it. Maybe a little apprehensive, but it was a nice little follow through there. Hope you took advantage of it, Dex. But yeah, look at NIO here. Pulling back some.
Yep, looking for like a VWAP bounce there on the long side. MU, that one, after it curled above 29s.
I know, man.
Should nail it on 29. I have an order out right now at 29.
Yeah, I mean, that's like right before it did it, I was like, yeah, I think it's going to test 29.09, and it just went right up to that level and confirmed it, which is always kind of what you want to see. You know, if it confirms your risk level, it just makes the trade super easy. You don't have to question your risk. You know your risk has been confirmed already, and you can just stick to that level. And so that's the thing I liked about it. But good to see it worked out, Dex. Nice job, brother.
Kron looking down. I want to see what happens there.
I'm curious to see what MICT does. I don't usually trade these cheap stocks like this. I don't think I can trade it, but I'm curious to see if a fade's actually going to work with it. Like, it's fading and it's less than $1. We'll see if it follows through. Danny, APHA is IGC? Or are you saying you're long in both of those? ROKU broke under the VWAP. Looks like a tight risk, about 20 cents or so. Right. Well, yeah, IGC used to be IGC before it acted really shady and got closed. But I thought you were saying APHA is IGC. TQQQ. I mean, I don't know whether you should or shouldn't ran deep. I don't want to tell you yes or no and then get you in the wrong trade. All I can really look for is like, where's my risk, you know? Like, if you're trying to get in on the dip around 32, your risk could be 31.86, so that's pretty tight. Your reward could be way up here, so it doesn't look bad, but who knows, man? This thing could easily just break under these lows and continue down, but the risk reward didn't look terrible. Yeah, MU may be one I have to start watching. I always watch AMD, and MU's in the same sector. They're both microchip stocks. Beautiful little confirmation there for MU, though.
Oof. You know which one you missed?
What?
That we were watching? MRIN.
Did it fade?
Oh, it faded beautifully.
Oh,
As beautiful as it gets.
It is. Look at this. Right where this previous risk was. Really nice.
That's what happens when you don't look at all the stocks. Not ready for the open.
I know. I blame my headphones. Really, I blame my headphones.
That 850, right? Beautiful risk right above it. 863s.
Yeah, that was a nice one. MU faded really nice too. SPY's starting to give it back some. Even though I'm a short trader, I still hope the SPY rebounds. Yeah, but I mean, even if you invested Admiral and MRIN, I mean, we're just looking at short-term moves, you know? Relatively, I wouldn't say insignificant, but they're not that big of a deal if you're investing just because, you know, you're trading long-term.
Oof. It's a nice 50-cent VWAP fade.
On MRIN?
Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty. Looking at Tiva here. I mean, if Tiva gets up to 15, it doesn't look bad. You could set a risk of, I don't know, 05, maybe 10. 10's definitely a 1-to-1 trade, though. Cron just broke under the lows here. Cron, C-R-O-N. NBEV2. NIO. Looks like a bounce here on NIO. Let's see. NIO risk would have to be 612. So about a 6 cent risk. Reward level could be back at that high at 16.28, maybe.
Oof, look at MRN go.
MU bouncing at that low.
Keep an eye on that one.
What kind of order did you try, John? Did you try a limit order? Did you try what type did you try?
Ron breaking down there.
Yep. Been really choppy this morning though. Aside from this breakdown, just up, down, up, down, up, down, sideways action. You tried a market order and didn't get filled? Man, that's rare. Yeah, you might have to restart your platform. I know when if I leave my platform up like overnight and then I don't actually exit out of it and restart it, it does that sometimes. NBEV here, maybe for a rejection. Let's just look at where risk would be. Probably 20 or so. Kind of tempted to trade NBEV. The only thing stopping me is the spread. It's a 3-cent spread, 2-cent spread now. Also, MU maybe a rejection here too.
ECB looking good too. Couple tight trades out there.
I'll be right back. Hold it down, brother.
Yep. NIO looking interesting here for VWAP bounce. NIO bouncing a little bit there at the VWAP. Good defined risk there at 614. Big order going through there at 618. 11,000 shares. JD, baby. Nice flag. Oh, nice VWAP fade there. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. JD getting hit hard there. Tiva getting smacked. Man, that stock's been killed the last couple of days. Ooh.
kind of mad I didn't get in. Kind of mad I didn't take NBEV, but still kind of so. MU, who knows what that's what's gonna do.
NIO was interesting for a VWAP bounce. Just didn't want to go and take a long today, but
yeah, that's kind of what I was. Yeah, I called that one out too. I like that one was a pretty tight risk. Like you could have used 612 as your risk. The only thing about it though is that if you're using 612 as your risk and you get in at 15, 16, you know, you'd have to make 623 maybe as your reward target if you're being reasonable, maybe 624. Which is better than 1-to-1. I don't know if it's 2-to-1 though. You could use, if you use the previous high of the day, it's definitely 2-to-1, but that's the only thing that kind of stops me from it. ROKU, maybe for rejection here. ROKU looks good. What's up, Adele's? Long time no see. Good to see you here. VKTX. ACB is just too dull right now. Like I said, ROKU looked good. It's just, by the time I saw it, it was up there. Like, ROKU risk could be 29. I'd have to use smaller sizing, but it didn't look bad. NIO was a nice little bounce there. Man, come on. I want ROKU to get back up there to 28.77. If it gets back up there, I'll take it with like, I don't know, 1 or 200 shares with a risk of like 29.05 right here. Looks good. Reward level down to 28.14. So really good risk reward there. It just needs to get back up there. I'm not sure, Adele's. No, I mean, usually, really, on average, Adele's, we typically have, like, I would say on average, we have anywhere between 200 and 250 people here every day. That's normal. Like, that's what we usually get. Sometimes we get more, sometimes we get less, but on average, it's about 200 to 250 people here every day. And, like, earlier, we had about 220, and so, I mean, we're right in the normal range today. Plus, it's the day after Christmas, so, you know. What's up, B-Hale? Good morning, brother. Ugh, it hurts, man. I was looking for Roku. Maybe called it a little bit late. But was waiting for it to get pushed up to 28.70s, and it just never did after I saw it. So, hurts to watch it. But, it is what it is. That's right, Adele. I mean, it's a process. Like, you'll see me, like, you know, like, I kept an intro account for, like, 8 months, trading every single day. And so, just the fact that I was able to do that shows that I have some skill as a trader. You know, and the last 2 months have been great, except for the last, like, week and a half, you know. And that's, like, when I tried to scale up in sizing. And so, it's just a process. At this point, I'm just, it hurts watching ROKU fade down beautifully down to that level, man.
Watching MRIN here, 830s, maybe here. Alpha 852. Would have to limit risk there.
But yeah, it kind of goes back to like we always say, which is like, I'm not in it. We're not experts. We're not gurus. We're not trying to be. You know, we're just trying to help new traders specifically to work on improving. You know, that's all we can do. I have a student account, John. Ugh, look at that. Beautiful, man. Everybody look at ROKU. That's a beautiful fade right there. And I called it out. I needed it to get back up to 75. I called it a little late. Just a little late is when I noticed it. I saw it when it was at about 60. And so just didn't get up. I missed it by about 10 cents. It's those bathroom breaks, man. They hurt this morning. But man, I was right about it. Look at that beautiful fade. Look at that, Mitch. ROKU. Look at that fade, man. That one hurts. It's the perfect follow through for it. You see it?
I mean, that one's a VWAP reject. It's not really
Right.
a fade.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, it can be. It's
It's
kind
a
of a
VWAP
fade
reject.
reject. Is kind of what I see because it was kind of bullish, but it was kind of bearish.
It's just a fade reject.
Right.
It's just a reject, VWAP reject. It
Right.
doesn't break the support at the open, so that's why it's not a VWAP fade.
Right. Probably true. But
Just
regardless,
there's a bunch of VWAP rejections out there today. It's not just one. Most of them are out there are VWAP rejections. They're green to red plays.
right.
If you look around AMD, MRIN, AMAT,
MU.
Cron, Alpha, all of them. Red, green at the beginning at the open, then red through that down move. Was looking at to see if MRIN was going to come back to the VWAP. It didn't make that move. Definitely some potential there, just not coming back there.
Nice job, Eric. Killing it, brother. Yeah, Adele said I took the challenge account from 500 to 1600. Didn't see the selling, seeing the massive selling down 380 in the past 2 weeks. That's kind of how my week has been. Like I'm down in the last 2 weeks, but the few months prior to that were green, and so it's kind of like, ironically enough, I started to use larger sizing 2 weeks ago, right when kind of the downswing hit, and so frustrating. But I understand at the same time that. That I just need to stick with the bigger sizing and that it'll catch back up. It's just kind of how it goes sometimes. But man, ROKU, beautiful follow through, man, on that rejection. VKTX has been kind of bouncing off the VWAP all morning.
All right, looking for this push on MU here. Get rejected here above this 2090. Let's see what happens there. Oh, a little slam down there.
On MU?
All right, looking interesting there now.
See the pattern kind of forming.
Yep.
Let's see what it would be. I like that 2909 risk.
Say 2906. Let's see it reject to get above this 2992s here. Another one that looks interesting is AMAT. You can look at that one, AMAT.
Yeah, that one does look okay. The only problem was like risk reward on that one, I think. Risk, I mean, I don't know. You could set risk at 32 or so. Do you have music in the background, Mitch?
Oh, yes. That's my dog's. That's my dog's music. Let me tell it to shut up.
That's my dog's music. Hey, man, if it calms the dog down, I'm for it.
Yeah, my dog be listening to that classical.
Hey, brother. Smart dog, you know?
Yeah, you gotta get him right.
All right. Gotta tweak his genius, you know?
Yep.
Ugh, I mean, ROKU is the one that hurts the most this morning. I got back from the restroom, and it was at like 67. I wanted to enter at 77, and just didn't get it. Just missed it. AMD, I mean, if AMD gets up to 1660, risk could be at 71 or so. Here. Reward could be down here at 30s. And so about 11-cent risk.
AMAT, APHA, looking good. And so is MU. All right. There's one more test for MU. Let's see if it can get above this 29. 28.90s, or if it's going to slam down through here. There's 90s. Let's see if it gets above 92s.
ADIL starting to test the high of the day. ADIL.
Yeah, AMAT looking interesting also. I'm looking at both of those right now, AMAT and MU. For AMAT, the risk would be there's a resistance right there at 29.25, and then there's one right above it, 29.31s. That's where your risk could be right now.
I don't know. I mean, we'll see what we get with MU here.
Got above
looks,
that last high.
Yeah, it looks a little like I don't know if it looks strong here. I think this $29 level was probably the big level to watch. What it does there. If it breaks that really 28.96 level, which it's testing now, it's putting in a higher high.
AMD pushing back. AMD pushing back there.
Yeah, and it's with MU pushing up, so MU will probably push up as well. That's what I said. If AMD gets up to 1660, I'll take it with a 1671 risk. I don't hate that. It just depends. It has to get up there. MRIN dropping. Kind of the same thing I'm looking at with Roku here. Look at MRIN's second fade, Mitch. It faded twice.
All right, guys, I'm short there on MU here. MU.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull you up.
Green.
Yeah, let me pull up. Hold on, let me get my other charts on my right monitor set up so I can watch these while you're in it.
Just gonna stay off this $29 here.
Appreciate the new subs today, JP, Igor. Appreciate it, guys.
$75s would be first profit. AMAT looking good also. Profit out to cover some here at 77 here. Wanted to get through these 80s. There's 79s. 75s, it should be the support there. So I'm putting out 77 there. 78. 77s. See if I get filled here.
There you go.
There you go. Got filled there. 200 shares off there, guys. Looking for the next support now. 28.64s. And then after that, 28.51s.
All right, I'm looking at Kron here. Hold on, Mitch. I might have to pull you down, brother. I'll put it right back up.
No stress.
Kind of looking at Kron here. Kron is back up to the VWAP here. Just trying to look at where I would set risk in this trade. I think reasonably, though, like risk. I'm trying to look at a reasonable area. Maybe 30, but not that confident in it. Okay, yeah, I'm not getting in Kron. The spread is 5 cents. That completely messes up everything. I'll give it one more second to see if the spread is just doing that for a minute or what, but the spread's kind of gnarly on it. Roku dropping. That was a beautiful follow through, man.
All right. Seeing these 71s come right here.
Yeah, I'm putting you back up. The spread's just too bad on Kron.
Yeah, it happens.
Market continuing to drop. You should probably get some more drop in here. There you go.
All right, there you go. I didn't get my order out there to cover there.
Don't be too rigid with it, man. You know, if
there you go.
There you
Covered
go.
that 50.
All right.
All right, there you go, guys. Now I'm gonna work for that day of low. I gotta work down there to that 50s now. For it to be. Yep. I'll add back my share size here at the VWAP if it gets back up there. Looking to use that sizing that I've already now kind of made a little gain there.
Marley's mad you turned off her music, bro. She's like, "Where's my music at, man?"
Yep.
Good trade though.
Definitely. Oh, do you see that? Do you see that little wick up?
What is that, man? What is that, man? I think that's probably a glitch, honestly.
That's called that scare your ass out.
That Taft's life. There you go.
Put that heart in motion. All right, guys. Now the next move would be to the 50s. That's what I would look. And how did AMAC go? I'm pretty sure that did the same kind of move. Same kind of easy move to read.
Yeah, I think 50 is the next reasonable place.
You know, I kind of downsize on these higher price ones to 300 because usually the risk is a little higher. But one of the key things is that the risk was $30. We've already gotten $36 in this trade. So now we can actually use that to kind of get into this trade and take a bigger swing.
VWAP's yellow on yours, right?
Yeah. I was seeing it here on its second bounce, and I was like, let it bounce one more time and really reject there. It's going to be important there. All right. Got to be careful if it gets above this trend line here. Marley, we're winning.
She is not happy.
He said, my Beethoven left me.
Appreciate the sub, Karen. Appreciate it. Exity. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Seeing this bounce here.
Yeah, Marley is a genius dog, Israel. So if you're wondering why his dog is crying, it's really, if you think about it, is because Marley is a genius. And so she was listening to classical Beethoven, and Mitch, like a terrible person, turned it off. And so now she's kind of retaliating from that and yelling a little bit, you know, which is to be expected.
John.
It is my fault. I mean, let's be honest here. It is my fault, man. You know.
Oh, your fault, John. What are you doing to me, man?
I'm trying to cut down on her potential, man. You know. Nobody listens to Beethoven without me, you know.
All right, guys. So now my hold rate is up to 28.96 or 95. I want to risk some of that gain that I have right now to make that big win down all the way down to that 50. I would like to see it kind of just have that small bounce. Didn't even get back to the VWAP. Just gets hit hard here with volume. There's 3,000 shares that went through there at 72. See if we can get this hard knockdown right back.
Eric, man, I hope you're still holding AMD, man. That thing's dropping nice. Hey, appreciate it, Israel. Appreciate the support, brother. Yeah, man, we just do what we can, you know. Like we always say, we're not experts or gurus. I think we definitely have some knowledge that people can learn from, as do a lot of traders, you know. But appreciate the support, man. Good to see some kind words in the stream. Killing it, Eric. Good job, brother. Do I have to put the blank after my number of shares? Is that why I'm not getting filled? I see yours say 100. No. If you're going short, you should be able to just click short. I don't know, man. That's strange if you're not getting filled. Just make sure the type is at market. If it's not filling you, make sure. One thing you would want to do, John Doe, is make sure you don't have any outstanding orders out. Like, make sure you didn't accidentally set, like, a stop order. Because if you have a stop order set, it's not going to let you put in another order. So if you want to set another order, if you have a stop already set, you have to cancel that first order and then click it. Because if you already have an order out there, it's not going to fill any order you put in.
All right, feel like we're going to get a hard bounce here up to this 88. I can hold up to 90. I'm willing to go to 91, lose a penny, which is right here. So what you do is I like to put lines on where my out is so that I can relax and just look at that line, not look at each individual tick. One of the real negative things you can do while you're managing a trade is to really kind of be tick by tick with the stock. If you're tick by tick with the stock, you usually get way too emotional and you won't let the stock get to your points. One of the key things we teach in our classes is to actually have the patience to go for those targets and maximize your gains.
Ugh, look at Kron. I was right about it. I'm not upset I didn't get in Kron because the spread was like 5 cents, and that completely kind of throws off my risk and reward in the trade. And so it just hurt my ratio. But it followed through too. But yeah, that's the big thing, you know, just sticking to risk and reward is really what will get you there. Sticking to your levels.
Nope, there's no reason. When there's no reason to sell, there's no reason to sell. You know, you got to kind of stick with your trade, especially the plan that you establish.
But nice job, Eric. Keep at it, brother. Proud of you, Eric, man. Eric's been one of our members for a while, and he's really starting to go on streaks. Really starting to do it. Casey too, man. They're both doing really well.
Yep. Making that money.
Look at UXIN drop here. Hold on. That's right, man. Hey, just let it work. Yeah, it happens to me too. Sean, Dex, and John. I do it. You got to get used to the platform. I mean, usually I would make some mistakes when I first got started. Most of mine were like I would have an order already out there. Like I would click an order and it would go to my order manager and I would forget it was there, and then when I would try to get in another stock, it wouldn't fill my order because I had another order already out there. That, or I accidentally clicked implement range, which if you click implement range, your fills, you're not going to get filled either. And so that was probably the two biggest mistakes I made when I first started. Was
Hey, we all did that one, the implement range.
yeah, man, that one got us all, bro. It's so tricky, man, because it's so minuscule that you can't really see it and really consider it. So it's like it would be clicked.
Especially when you're stressed out.
Here's the thing, Spence. So level 2, I know I'm probably going to get some flack for this, but level 2 doesn't really mean anything because it's not actually filled orders, right? Like Mitch and I usually we prefer using the time and sales more because the time and sales is actually filled orders. You know, the level 2, anybody can throw a big order on the level 2 and try to manipulate what the stock does. And so, you know, the level 2 can be deceiving is probably the best word. Like the level 2 can deceive you. You know, the time and sales is actually filled orders, and so it has to be a little bit more honest, if that makes sense. At least in my opinion. Oh no. My trash was coming today, man. The trash people were coming today.
Oh no.
Dude, when you have two kids, and a wife, trash builds up quick. And like trash usually comes on Tuesday. And so I
I
didn't have
just I just love how trash came
dramatic.
in my mind right now.
Right.
My man just thought of trash. He was
No,
just like,
I hear the
just
dump
dump
truck outside.
him.
I hear the trash man outside. That's why. The trash man, I can hear him. He's picking up people's trash, and mine's not out there. It's too late.
Uh-oh. Too late.
That means I have to sit on a week's old trash in my garage for another week. So,
Yum.
thus, why I'm being dramatic about it.
Don't worry. I'm sure you're gonna hear about it later.
Yeah. Dude, 100% I will. My wife's gonna go outside, see all the trash cans out there, and be heated.
Kron was a nice V-Rap reject too.
I know. Don't remind me. That's the one I called out. The only problem with it was that when it was at the VWAP, it was spready. It was like a 5-cent spread, which just kind of screwed up my risk reward.
All right, guys. 92 is my out here, guys. 92 is my out for MU. If it does get above 92s, I'm going to get on out. Just take my profit, get on out the trade. If not, I'm going to let this trade work right back down to those 50s, and I'll be looking to add sizing probably in the 80s as we get that reject from the top. Would like it to hold here more closer to that 88.
Oh, yeah, dude. My wife will tell me. Yes, he is in MU, Randy. I think every husband can relate to your wife getting mad at you if you forget to put the trash out. Y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all know.
There you go. There's some good size in there. I did there.
All right, NBEV is what I'm recently looking at. NBEV. Here, I got to pull you down, brother. Just let me know what's going on. I'll throw you back up if you're getting in or out. Hold on. All right, NBEV is getting back up to the VWAP. In this one, I would have to set a risk of, what is this, 519. So that gives me a 9-cent, 8-cent risk. Reward level can be 490, so about a 20-cent reward. So about 2 to 1. Ugh, look at the drop. Follow through. It didn't quite get up there, man. This is the second time. It got to 506. My entry would have been 510. But there's the follow through. I'm going to pull you back up now. You missed it. I didn't miss it. It just never got to my entry to give me that good risk reward. I could have gotten in early, but it would have been more of a 1-to-1 reward to risk trade, and I just don't know if I wanted to do that, especially it being a little later on. So let me pull Mitch back up.
All right. Saw this curve right back down here. Let's see if we get smacked down here.
I should do that, Mike. The only problem is, like, I don't think any of my neighbors have any room in their trash can. I know I don't. You know, they have a stupid rule where it's like your trash can't be coming out of the top. But it's like, who doesn't have that much trash, right? Like, I feel like everybody, when they take the trash out, they just pile trash in until it's, like, sticking out over the top. And so they have a rule against it that everybody breaks. You know,
all right, guys. I gotta go walk the dog, get back to work. I actually took a little quick out. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this stop work, try to get to that 28.50. I'm gonna set a stop here probably at 28.90. And that way if I do get hit, I'll probably be able to get stopped out right there. And I'll be back. I'm gonna go take a nice little walk, probably be back here and probably be at the 28.50s. Let's see what happens.
Good luck, brother. I'll keep track of it, text you, let you know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know. All right, brother. I'm going to give you a new nickname, too. You ready for it?
Yeah, go for it.
It's Mitch, the key is trader.
The key is.
Mitch, the key is trader.
The key here is, you guys.
Right. Right. You could call me John Brother Trader, I'm just making fun of how we all talk. So if
All
I'm
right.
short in a trade and I'm ready to pull out taking profits, do I buy or sell? You would click the buy button, John. Okay, look, NBEV, it's back up here. Like I said, risk for NBEV would have to be at about 519. I don't mind it. It's a pretty tiny risk.
All right, guys. I'll be right back.
All right, brother. Oh, wait, you're coming back? Oh.
Let's go take a little walk. Cool.
Yeah, for sure, Mike. Yeah, man. That's what we're here for, brother. We're just trying to give people something to do while they're trading. Let me look at the daily chart on NBEV before I just jump in this one. 470 doesn't look bad. Where's risk above? 507. So at this point, looking at NBEV, I think it like this, right? I don't think it's an A+ setup. I think that this movement down here doesn't look great. I think that risk would be solid at 519 or so. I think that's a reasonable risk area. I think it had a break-even day Monday. Up, down, break-even. The daily chart doesn't look terrible here. And I think the risk reward is good. Like risk 519, 9-cent risk reward, 490 or so. So about a 20-cent reward. Doesn't look terrible. The only problem I don't like is this down wick here and this big bounce back. I mean, it's showing some buying pressure from this down wick here, which makes me not trust it as much. And so, like I said, definitely not an A+ setup. Good risk reward though. So now I'm just kind of debating on whether I want to get into. Red Deep, I don't know if I'm going to trade today. I'm still kind of deciding, you know. I missed a few plays that I would have gotten into, run into the restroom. And so it's just about whether I want to get in NBEV or not. And a lot of times I'm, you know, it's all a risk reward is good. I don't know if the setup is great. And so it's kind of good risk reward, but maybe not an accurate setup. And so I don't hate it, but all right, I'm going to get in with 200 shares of NBEV. I'm just going to let it work. Risk is pretty small. And so I'm just going to try to let it work, see what we get here. Tight risk. Loss will be about $20 if I get stopped out. And so just going to let it work. Uh-oh, we hear Mitch's cat. Mitch, I don't know if you forgot to mute the mic, brother. Here, let me text him. Yeah, I mean, like I said, risk reward is pretty tight with this one, and so I'm just gonna let it go to 519 or so. We'll see what we get. Not in love with it, but it's good risk reward, and so I'm gonna let it mess around here. Maybe missing a few plays made me want to get into it, but the risk reward's okay, and so I don't hate it. Like I said, I think my risk reward's decent with 520 or so, you know. AMD bouncing back here. Roku doesn't look bad either. Roku's kind of getting up there. We got a few things starting to bounce back. Let me see. Yeah, no worries, charts. Yeah, I'm open to it, brother. Really, I was going to text you once the stream was ending today. I'm always open to see backtesting results. At this point, I'm looking at ROKU as well. Risk of 23 or so, maybe reasonable is 39. Yeah, for sure, charts. It's meticulous, brother. That's what I always say. Backtesting is definitely a meticulous process for sure. It's just about getting good data though. Like that's the goal of it. Is just to get good data. NBEV spiking up here. I got to be careful with it. It's getting right up to where my risk was. Kind of confirmed it a little bit. If it drops more down to the VWAP, it has that confirmed risk. But like I said, got to be pretty tight with it here.
That's it?
Yes. Yeah, I'm in NBEV. I got it at the VWAP here, looking for the fade with the risk of 519. It was good risk reward. Like I said though, I wasn't in love with the trade, but the risk reward is good, and so I took a little bit smaller sizing and just gonna let it play out. Also, kind of looking at ROKU, like I said.
All right. All right, I'm back there, guys.
Hey, it's looking better for you, bro. It's down to 2870s. Testing 2873 now.
Yep. Now I'm looking for 80s or 75s, and I can add to my position and try to take a tackle down.
All right, so there goes NBEV as well. NBEV confirmed that risk, which is what I wanted to see. Now the trade's super easy. If it breaks that high, I can get out. Tiva. Yeah, Tiva's creeping back up to the VWAP too.
Looking good for me.
Yeah, man. Looking really good. Nice little break. We'll see if we get that break under 2860
Yep,
now.
that's why I put that pressure to add there, guys. I put that pressure to add because I know if I do get the add there, I'm more than fine.
Right. Yeah, I like NBEV now. It actually confirmed my risk, and so really easy trade to follow here.
50 is the next stop.
Yep. Look good. Looks good for you, bro.
Any bounce into the 75s or 70s, I'll look to add some shares.
All right, now we got NBEV testing 510. Let's see if we get a break underneath it. Yeah, looking really good for you, bro. Yeah, MU's dropping nicely for him. I'm watching it on my other monitor. Looks good. Only level to watch here is like if it finds some support at 510. So it's got to break under 510 for NBEV for me. Nice, Eric. Congrats, brother. You're killing that trade, man. Good work.
73s, 74s are where the ad should be, guys. If
So
you do get a bounce here.
we got a big order on the level 2 for NBEV, 9,600 shares. Or is that 96,000? Now your trade is easy, man. You just gotta let it work under 64. Looks good.
I'm ready to add if it gets to 74 or 73. The risk would change to about 79. I have an order out for 74 right now.
There it goes. Testing 54s. Looks good. Let's get that squeeze down. You gonna let it test 50s if it gets down there?
It depends on the volume coming in. I just saw 6,000 shares. Let's see if it breaks these 50s.
There's 52s.
Seeing the volume that's coming in here. Looks like it's going to smack it through.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was wondering if, I mean, I could see you letting it test. It just depends on volume for sure. But yeah, I'll pull up MU here so you guys can see it.
There's a rip.
There it goes. Yeah, there's the break. For 100 shares, it's typically going to be about $3 for a round trip, John. So about $3 total, in and out, all for around $3. The bigger sizing you use on TEFs and TradeNet, the more expensive it's going to be. All right, it's testing that $0.50.
All right, seeing it slow up there. Just going to take the trade, get out of here, enjoy my day. Normally, I would let this trade work some more, but I got to go ahead and get on out of here. I can't be here to manage the trade, so I'm getting out of there, guys. You guys can look at my screen right now. Up $56 with 300 shares. I'll take that anytime.
Good work, brother.
Good work for today. I normally would let this trade work there, probably get to the 44s or 40s. Then I would have taken it off, give myself another $5, $10. You guys heard I wanted to add on this trade, but me not being here to get through that whole stop moment right there, was not able to add, and going to take the trade on where I planned the trade to take at the beginning. If I don't take the trade here and it comes all the way back to my entry, I would be being greedy. So I got to go ahead and take that, celebrate, enjoy my day. Later, guys. Take it easy.
Later, brother. Have a good day, man. Nice work. Appreciate the sub, Shy. Welcome. Appreciate it. And are you still in, AMD? Eric, you got that ad going, brother? Good work, man, if you did. I like the ad here with the risk of 46 or so. So good work, man. All right, there's a crack on NBEV. Let's see if it breaks under 510 here. That's what I'm ultimately looking for. Nice, Eric. Good work, brother. Yeah, there goes MU. MU's down to 28.44. All right, and at this point with NBEV, it's confirmed my risk. And so it confirmed my risk nicely. Now it's just about letting it get down. I'll probably take a partial if it can get down to 5 or so. Maybe if it gets down to 98, we'll let it test that area. But really easy trade for me at this point on NBEV. If it breaks this high, I can just get out. And that's time to get out if it breaks that high. You know, goal is for it to get down to here at least 493 or so. We'll see if we get it. That's right, man. Mitch did it today, brother. Yeah, he did good. That's a good trade. All right, we got a little bit of a breakdown. The next level to watch with this trade is 505. Let's see if it holds under there. Is what I'm looking for. Pretty easy trade at this point, though. Let it test 5. See if it gets down there. AMD's following through really nicely. Dex. What did I get in? 509. But it's an easy trade. I mean, regardless of what happens, like, I'll be okay in this trade. It's just about sticking to my level now. Looking for that VWAP to reject here at 510. But like I said, really easy trade to follow. Like if it breaks 518, that's just my cue to get out. Take a $20 loss, but it's small. I think level 2 is kind of lagging a little bit though right now. I think Thinkorswim is lagging a little bit though right now. Just judging what the level 2 says versus what the chart does. So like I said, I'll let it test this level. Very easy trade though. Got a little bit more spread going on with it, but if it gets rejected here, I think it looks good. Yeah, it bounced off a 2040 there for MU. All right, so ideally, I'd like to see a rejection here at the VWAP for this VWAP rejection. It's testing it now. Like I said, goal is for it to get down to about 5 or so. I'd probably take profits if it got down to 5 or so. But easy trade. I mean, if it breaks these highs right here, then it's just time to get out at 518, 519. Confirmed it really nicely. A little spready, though. You know, the spread's kind of a little rough here. About 3 to 4 cents. ADIL. Yeah, ADIL's been bouncing off the VWAP multiple times today. Here, and here. Beautiful follow-throughs on each one. Doesn't look terrible. You going short like me, Sean? I mean, it doesn't look like a bad rejection. It's just about if it follows through or not. All right, well, there's a little bit of a follow through there. Yeah, for sure, charts. It looked good. The data you showed me, charts, looked really nice for that one, brother. It did look really good. I'll be right back. I'm gonna set a little stop here, just for me to go grab something really quickly. And so, what was my stop? 519. Hopefully, I don't get stopped out, but I'm gonna run. All right, I'll be back. All right, I'm back. All right, we'll see what we get here. Like I said, there's lots of resistance above it. There's resistance here, here, and up here. And so easy trade. Just gonna let it work, see what we get. The risk to reward was good. I don't know how accurate the pattern is. So if I lose, it'll be like a $20 loss. So no biggie, small loss. We'll see if we get the breakdown though. Like I said, goal is first profit roughly at $5. Second profit at 490s. We'll see if we get that. Yeah, I use Tefs and TradeNet. They have their pros and cons. It just depends on what you're looking for. All right, we're getting another squeeze up here. It's got some resistance areas to break. We'll see if we get it. Squeeze back down to 512s. It's just got to hold under 510, which is right around where the VWAP is. But yeah, I've been in a little slump for the last week or two. I think it's probably just holiday trading being a little dull and me not having the patience to wait. Here, let me change this. There we go. All right, so it's getting rejected at that resistance. Hopefully it confirms that and continues to hold, but we'll see. There's 511s. Yeah, you can see Thinkorswim's lagging a little bit today as well. All right, well, there's the breakdown. Hopefully it confirmed this risk level now. Now there's even another resistance level above it, so we'll see if it continues to hold those risk levels. Little spready. But like I said, it's a really easy trade for me to follow, even if it stops me out. I mean, I can use this 519 level as my risk and just let it work those levels. If it breaks, it breaks. All I can do is stick to my levels, so that's what I'm doing. Got some down wicks there, though, which could mean buying pressure. About to get up to 15, it looks like. There goes 15. This is kind of a big level here, though, right here. Like if I extend this to the left, You can see it had some support here as well. So this is kind of a big level it's testing. It's trying. There's some big orders on the level 2, but we'll see if that resistance holds or not. I can tell it's lagging because I have two. I have one up on TEFs. I have the time and sales here on TEFs and the level 2 here. And then I have the Thinkorswim level 2. And if these two are showing different results, then usually it's Thinkorswim lagging, just from my experience. It could be TEFs. I don't know. It absolutely could be TEFs. But just from my experience and what most people say is that Thinkorswim, great platform, but sometimes the level 2 lags a little bit. And so that's generally how I can tell. And for instance, like if the level 2 says 5:15, or if the level 2 says 5:13, but it's up on the ask, but it's up at 5:16 or 5:17, then that usually shows it's lagging a little bit. Yeah, MU bouncing up. We'll see if it gets back up to the VWAP there. Yeah, no stress, Kane. No worries, brother. Yeah, one of the good things about having two different level 2s up is that I can kind of compare them and see if one's running behind. Yeah, no worries, Kane. Alright, it's back down to 12. We'll see if it actually tests that 510 level again. It's built up lots of resistance above it, so it doesn't look bad at this point. Yeah, it does. Thinkorswim, great platform. I love their charting for Thinkorswim, but they do lag, for sure. Thinkorswim seems to lag a decent amount, you know. And that's, no broker's perfect. No platform's perfect, you know. I like them for charts, love using them for charts. But I also understand that sometimes it's going to be a little laggier, which is okay. You know, as long as I have another time in sales to compare it to, and level 2 to compare it to, it's no biggie for me, really. Gonna go long on AMD, 5,000 shares. Let's look. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see your logic. We'll see what happens. I'm only in with 200 shares on NBEV. Small sizing. That's why I said the risk reward is good, but I didn't consider this fade like an A+ setup. And so the risk reward was there, so I took a smaller sizing. You know, just trying to take advantage of the risk reward. But the setup is okay. Not an A+, probably like a C or a B setup. See, now look, so this is what I mean. So NBEV, the ask is 512 on TEFs. It's 513 on Thinkorswim. But I think this is actually TEFs because the order shows that that it's at 13, but the ask is only on 12. So I think this one's actually TEFs. See, now it's popping up to 13, 14. Yeah, this is actually TEFs that's lagging now. MRIN is also back up to the VWAP here. I like this trade up here. I'm a little late for it though. Alright, so NBV's effectively broken through all those top resistances above it, and so now's the point where I really got to just watch it and let it test my levels, but if it breaks, I got to get out. You know, it had two tops here at 518, 519, 518, and so if it starts to squeeze up, I don't want to let it test this 518, 520 level. Or no, I can let it test 518 or 520, but if it breaks that level, I got to jump out. MU's back up to the VWAP as well. Alright, so it's kind of confirmed that level again, but now it's squeezed right back up, and so I think the volume's just low, so it's harder to follow, but it's at 515 now. Kind of tested that level again, got up to 518. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm just letting it test that level, but it didn't look bad. The risk reward was there, Sean. It's just kind of how it goes sometimes. At this point, I'm looking at it like if it breaks down now, I like it a lot more because it's tested this level 3 times and then failed. But if it squeezes up, just time to get out. Problem is the volume's a little low. It's later on in the day, so look at MU break down. That was a beautiful fade. Same thing with TEVA. Like TEVA broke down really nicely for that third fade. Same thing with MRIN. This one's a beautiful one. You know, this one had a risk of 814 or so. And so if you get in here, your risk, it's a bigger range stock, but your risk is pretty limited with a big reward. Hey, congrats, Eric. Yeah, man, I've been watching it break down for you, bro. Market, what's going on is like the market's getting hit right now. Like if you look at the SPY, market's getting hit. Here goes the SPY trying to break under these lows here. And so that's what's going on. Like the SPY's getting hit. Kind of dragging these other ones down. Look at that fade on the SPY. The SPY actually had a nice VWAP fade here with the tight wrist too of like this level up here. And so interesting. SPY breaking under the lows here. We may get some volatility coming in this market now with the SPY breakdown. It's down to 233s. But with the SPY breaking down, we see a lot of fades. Like I said, MRIN. Fade. What was that? TEVA. MU. They're all fading right now with the SPY. Yeah, man. Eric's killing it with AMD today. But man, the SPY broke down. Kind of sucks though. I wanted the market to kind of do a little bit better today. I was hoping the market would do better. So it kind of sucks, you know. Even though I'm a short trader, I still want to see the market up. And just because, I mean, I live in the U.S., of course, I want to see the U.S. market do well. And market's been getting smashed. Hey, Eric. Nice work, brother. Good job, man. Is that the biggest gain you've ever had day trading, Eric? Excuse me. But beautiful game, brother. Yeah, I kind of missed AMD this morning too, though. I was kind of bummed out about it just from this first fade right here. It was nice. Congrats, Eric. Hey, that's a really nice game, brother. Congrats, man. Happy for you. All right, so at this point, NBEV has tested this top here at 518 3 times. And so, very easy trade at this point. Just following it. If it breaks that level, that's my key to jump out. But it's tested that level 3 times already. Here, if you guys see what I mean, it's confirmed it. Here, here, and here. And even right here is support. And so, very easy trade. Very obvious risk level. My biggest miss today that I was actually bummed out about was ROKU though. Look at this beautiful fade, man. Called this one out. I got back from my restroom break a little bit late, but this fade right here, just perfect. Kind of sucks, but how it goes sometimes. SPY rebounding a little bit, but it's still down a ton. I'm kind of looking at the other cannabis stocks, but like NBEV is kind of an outlier with cannabis stocks, just because it's a cannabis infused drink company. Ooh, look at the fade on the spot on Kron. Kron was a beautiful fade too. I can't believe I missed this one. Look at this one right here. This first one, really pretty. Right here. It's getting a little late. I may close the stream down and just update you guys what happens. I'll post a post about it, because it's just kind of consolidating here. So I'll let you guys know what happens with NBEV. Still holding it. Like I said, risk level is going to be 519, 518. And I mean, it's doing all right. But we'll see what we get. If anybody's interested in signing up to TradeNet, you can go through my link. The Christmas sale is over, but you can still get 10% off if you go through my link. There's the link I just posted in the chat if anybody's interested in using TradeNet, which is the broker that Mitch and I use. They do have their flaws. They're not the perfect broker, so make sure to do your research. You can ask me any questions if you need to. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the day. Also, go check out Trade Ideas. Cool company. Allows me to stream their scans every morning. So go check out Trade Ideas if you're interested in using these type of scanners like I am. There's the Trade Ideas link. And so, yeah, good luck for the rest of the day, guys. We'll see what we get here with NBEV. Not super optimistic, but it's breaking down. Classes are paying off. First 2 days I'm able to morning trade, Monday and today. Hey, Eric, congrats, brother. You're doing well, man. I'm happy for you, man. Eric is one of those members that is just always in this. He's in every single class. And happy to see it paying off, brother. So good work today, man. All right, there goes NBEV. Should I close the stream down or should I not close the stream down? I was going to close it down, but now it's dropping for me. Yeah, I guess that's going to be everybody's answer is to stay here. Yeah, I could stay here and BS with you guys and just see what we get with it. Some down wicks. I don't know. Dex says, stay please, I'm lonely. I'll give it a little bit of time here. We'll see what happens. But if it bounces back up, I'm probably just going to close it down. You know, I'll let it work to see if it breaks down here. Hey, smart move, Eric. I mean, sometimes that's what you got to do, brother. But good work today, man. Happy for you, bro. I'll let it test here and see. But like I said, if it bounces back up to like 510, 511, like I'm just going to get out because it's just been sideways for a little bit. So like I'll let it work, but we'll see if we get the move I'm looking for. If not, I'll close the stream down. I'll update you guys. I'll post the community post and let you guys know what happened. Like I said, the easy thing about this trade at this point is that it's confirmed my risk 3 times already. 1, 2, 3. So super obvious risk level. Just gotta let it work. Try to let it go. See if it works out for me. You know, if it gets up to 510, I'm just gonna set a stop and just see what happens. Just because it could consolidate. Yeah, that's my key here. All right, guys, it's back up to 510. It's at 509, but I'm going to close it down here. And, well, now it's back down to 508. Yeah, 59. I'll probably end up closing it down here and just updating you guys. I don't want to sit here for another hour or so, so I'm just going to let it work. But, yeah, if you haven't already, if this is your first time joining us, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I day trade live on stream every weekday morning with Mitch, my partner, and so we day trade live every weekday morning, show people everything, we don't hide anything, and so yeah, we hope you guys will come back. Like I said, if you want to help support the channel, if you appreciate this content, click the like button right now on this video. Hey, don't worry about it, Eric, I appreciate it, brother. I know, Dex, you see that? It's like, oh, you're about to sign off, I'm gonna bounce back, you know. But yeah, Eric, just send it to me, brother. I saw your message, man. I appreciate it no matter what, dude. So don't stress about it, man. I always appreciate any support that we get, man. So glad to see you doing well, Eric, in the market, brother. Glad to see I could help, you know, and Mitch could help. So good luck, guys. We'll see you all a little bit later. I'll update you, let you know what happens with this one. But hit that subscribe button, click the like button to support this channel. And yeah, I'll see you all later. See you all tomorrow, same time as always. So later all.